Wayne from the CERN Earth and Space Center here. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at an important astronomical event that is happening this weekend, and kind of all throughout the month as well. That is the Perseid Meteor Shower. Now, it peaks actually this morning, August 13th. Very early in the morning was the most active, but you'll be able to see the Perseid Meteor Shower going on through August 24th. So you have plenty of time to get out there and take a look. So let's take a look at what a meteor is and how you can track down these meteors in the nighttime sky. So let's jump right in. So here we are, as usual, standing in front of the CERN Earth and Space Center here at Triton College in River Grove, Illinois. We have our date set for August 14th, but really it's August 13th. It's about midnight on Friday, August 13th, going into Saturday morning, August 14th. And the reason we have it set for that time is because we want to have Perseus up in the sky. And we'll get to that in just a second. But before we do, I want to just give a quick explanation of what a meteor actually is. So a meteor is any object that is burning up in our atmosphere as it flies through said atmosphere. That can be a piece of dust or rock. It could be a piece of a spacecraft or anything like that. Any shooting star that you see is actually a meteor, and it is just some object that is burning up in our atmosphere. So some of those objects are big enough to make it all the way down to the ground, and if they do impact the ground and we can recover a piece of that, then it is what is called a meteorite. And that is some sort of rock. Usually meteorites are made up of some sort of rock and iron mix that we can kind of tell that they're meteorites if they are magnetic. That's one of the tests we do to find out if they are magnetic. There are different times of the year when we have meteor showers, and those are times when there is more meteor activity in our skies. And one of the most exciting of those, with the most and brightest meteors, is the Perseid Meteor Shower, which is happening right now. Technically, its peak was last night from August 12th going into August 13th, but that doesn't mean that you can't see them anymore. You can still see them in the sky going through until about August 24th. And the reason we see these meteors in the sky is because the Earth, as it is traveling around the sun, is passing through the dust trail of a comet that has flown by the sun, and it leaves a lot of debris in its wake. So as the Earth flies through that part of the sky every year, some of that debris comes in through our atmosphere and creates these beautiful meteors that we can see. Now, to help us find them, we're going to be facing towards the west, looking at the building right now. We want to turn facing towards the northeast. So you're not going to have these nice fancy little letters on the ground to tell you which way you're facing. You can use a compass, but there's a really easy way to see where you need to look. What you do is you look for this recognizable sort of W shape in the sky. That is the Constellation of Cassiopeia. It is a very bright group of stars, so it's really easy to spot. It'll be relatively high up in the sky, and just below that is another group of stars that are pretty bright, and this is the constellation of Perseus, the Greek warrior who slayed Medusa. Now, this meteor shower is called the Perseids because they seem to be emanating from this area of the sky. So if you can find Perseus in the sky, which is just under the bright Cassiopeia, then you'll see the streaks of the meteors kind of stretching from there. And Stellarium actually has a pretty cool feature where it will show us the meteor showers in the area. We can see that they emanate from right around this area of the sky. So that's why you want to go out around midnight, because that's when you'll start to see this area of the sky will be visible above the horizon. And if you go out even later than that, let's fast forward time a little bit here. Go out later, it gets higher and higher into the sky. So if you go out just before sunrise, right around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, then it'll be nice and high up in the sky, and you'll be able to see those kind of shooting across the entire sky from this point in the constellation of Perseus. So right around 4 o'clock in the morning is probably your best chance to go out, but a little bit later than that, the sun will start coming up. So if you don't want to wake up that early, maybe stay up a little bit late, go out around midnight, and you can see them hopefully coming over the horizon. One of the problems that we have with meteor showers is that most meteors are very, very faint. They are not very large objects that are burning up in the atmosphere, so they are difficult to see. So you'll want to find some nice dark sky areas. It's going to be really tough to find any if you're in or around the city of Chicago or any other major city. But if you go somewhere out 50, 60 miles away from bright city lights, go out into some farmland or out onto the water, into the desert, just somewhere where it's nice, you have nice dark skies, maybe they look a little bit more like this, then you should be able to see those meteors streaking across the sky a little bit easier. Now, one tip that I have learned for looking for meteor showers, going meteor hunting, is to not focus on one part of the sky, because if you're looking just at one part, well, you might see a meteor in that one area of the sky, but you're less likely to actually see one because they're kind of happening all over the place at random areas. So the best thing to do is kind of unfocus your eyes a little bit, try and take in as much of the sky as you can, and then you'll be able to see them kind of out of your peripheral vision streaking across the sky a little bit better. So that's one tip that I've learned for looking for meteors, is to kind of watch as much of the sky as you can at one time. But that is how and where to find the Perseid Meteor Shower. I hope that you all get a good look at some beautiful meteors tonight. Well, thank you everyone for learning about the Perseid Meteor Shower with me today. Again, my name is Wayne from the CERN Earth Space Center. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to get out there and take a look at your nighttime skies, and I wish you all some good meteor hunting.